And I owe you big because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. Think about it. Unbeaten versus winless. Any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 1. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Oh, the option left is Fields. He'll pitch it back.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about
4. Fields now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The challenge we're seeing here in this game earlier. Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Again, it's Kamara. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Vikings at 0-5. Just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
10 more there and another first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
In motion right is Addison. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. He'll drop to throw. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Addison will go in motion left. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Go, Reed, go. Right there, baby. Go.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Boykin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession,
just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try to run with Hall, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And now an audible here into something else.
Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
In motion right is Addison.
18, pioneer. Go, check, go, check. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Breaks through the contact. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, sunshine. Ready, ready.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go now.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Let's get the let's go. Warriors 70. Ready.
Back to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On first down, Fields.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second down and 3. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, settled, ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they're trailing here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check that. Three. Go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Now they'll change things up.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Off play action, Fields.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
Play action. It's Fields. That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Goes up. Ready?
Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
On play action, Fields
steps away.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second down and a little more than a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
on the counter. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyler Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, check that. Street.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They run. It's Kamara. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
60 Maverick.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Another run down for Nwangu.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. And here's Kamara on the read option.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
A big play looming on 3rd down. They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
This is caught by Addison.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. This is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Scott.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to